Hey y'all, welcome back to Inspiring Chit Chat. If you're new, welcome. I just want to thank each and every one of you for your love and support. And if you have not already, make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube and our podcast channel and hit that notification bell so you know when we get new podcasts. So today's Chit Chat is going to be inspired by a quote from Charles Buxton, which is, "You will never find time for anything. If you want time, you must make it." Time is valuable, and you don't want to waste it. You don't want to keep living in regret, saying, "Oh, I wish I had the time back." No, instead, just learn how to manage your time. And in this podcast, I'm going to provide you with some tips on how you can manage your time properly. So, a lot of people think that you can't run a business and be a parent, or you can't run a business and live your best life. No, that's not true. You can still run a successful business, be a parent, and also live your best life. You just have to learn how to balance it. You don't just want to work, and then you're not going to be, and you don't find the time to be able to enjoy your money that you worked hard for, or be able to spend time with your family and friends. And then on the other hand, you don't want to just play, and then your business is not successful and it's going down the drain. And you're not able to make a living to provide for yourself and for your family and for your friends. So you just have to find a common ground to where you're able to still have your business run, efficiently, and you'll still be able to be a great parent and a great friend, So you become what you are, not what you want. So watch how you're spending your time. If you say you want to have a successful business, but you're watching Netflix all day, watching Hulu all day, or out partying every day and every night, and not spending time on your business, learning on what's working and what's not, and just teaching yourself on how to, get that business to become successful and to maintain it, that way it stays afloat. If you're not doing that, then it's not going to happen. So your actions have to match up with what you are. It has to match up, because you can say you want this, but if you're not working on it, or if your actions are not matching up to what you want to become, then it's not going to happen. So be careful about how you are spending your time, because you want your actions to match up. So some tips that I have to help you manage your time wisely. You want to first make a schedule. Make a schedule for the next 30 days of how you want your days and your weeks to go. If that is too stressful or too overwhelming, make a schedule for weekly. What do you want to do on Sundays? What do you want to do on Monday? And so forth. For me, I like to make, 3 months in advance of my time. So I already know what I'm doing for the next 3 months. But for you, it may be different. Maybe you just want to schedule your time weekly. That's fine. Maybe you want to schedule your time daily. That's also fine. But you want to make a schedule for yourself. And you want to have which hours you're going to be doing what, which days you're going to be doing what. So that way you're not just waking up like, "Oh, I don't know what I'm supposed to do," or "I don't know, when am I going to have the time to do it?" No, you don't want to be scatterbrained. So make a schedule. Number 2, talk with your spouse or your significant other and your family and your friends. Let them know. Let them know these are the times that we can, be able to go on a family vacation, or we can go out to a movie, or this is the day we can have family game night. You just want to have a conversation with them and fill them in on it so they know. They won't be a distraction. And when a time comes for you to be working on your business, then they will understand and it won't cause a conflict. And then number 3, do the priorities first. So this is a helpful tip for, because life happens, things happen. So sometimes something may throw you off your schedule. So you want to make sure that you do the priorities first. Not saying that the other tasks are not important. They are important. But you just want to make sure that you do the priorities first, that the ones that you need to do right away, that are due soon. And, that way, if something does happen and pop up that's unplanned, then you can always do those other tasks at a later date with no problem, and you won't be stressed or overwhelmed. And then the 4th tip I have is cut off unnecessary time. So again, like as I was stating earlier, if you're just hanging out all night or you're watching too much Netflix or Hulu, cut off that unnecessary time. Maybe cut it down. If you're watching it all day, maybe cut it down to about an hour. Because that extra time you could be spending on working on your business and doing something more productive. You're saying you don't have the time for this and that, but then you have all this unnecessary time that's cutting into your day, and it doesn't need to be there. So cut it off. And then the 5th tip I have is wake up earlier. Yes, wake up earlier. I know this may be a tough one for some. I'm going to speak for myself because I am not a morning person. But I realize that if I want to have a successful business and I want to make sure that I get the things I need to get done throughout my days, then I just have to get up at an earlier time. So you just have to make that sacrifice and get up at an earlier time. If you say you have to be at work at 9 o'clock, get up at 6. You usually get up at 7 or 8. Just get up an hour earlier. Get up an hour earlier. Whatever time you get up, just get up at least 1 hour earlier. That way, that can be some time, for yourself, some downtime for yourself so that you can work on your business and do the things that you need to do that need to be taken care of. And, and then, that extra time later on, once you work on your business and you do what you need to do, then that could be time for your family and for your significant other or, or just your time to do whatever you want to do. So I would definitely advise that. All right, y'all. So let me know if you guys are inspired. And you already know, I want to know, what are your actions? What are you going to do? How are you going to make your time more manageable? And if there's something that you want to, you would like to add to my list, then go ahead and let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear it, and let me know how you manage your time. So I do want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. And again, if you have not already, make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube and our podcast channel and hit that notification bell so you know when we are on the scene. And also go ahead and follow us on our social media. I will have that in the description below. All right, later, y'all, and may you live a blessed and prosperous life.